So, Vati, I've been meaning to ask, why is K2 making this racket? I can barely hear myself and I have to go retreat in the back of the mind. Well, you see, it's quite simple, actually. It's, aren't we omnitemporal? Shouldn't we be able to, see the future? I know, Mac, I know, but I don't think you've ever quite understood this concept, but there are times in some people's lives where determinism just takes a back seat. Yes, they truly gain some capacity of free will. The general gist is known, but, they have their moment where they can change the course of events. And for some people, it happens more than others. So then, why do you have K2 here making this racket? Well, simply put, this is the best way to get the calculations we need. It should be able to predict the most likely outcome, but it can never be quite certain. But I do think that this is the case, that it's going to give us the result we're looking for. Say, what about that time back in Centralia where you were able to, kind of see some things? I did hear the broadcasts when I was out of your head. Oh, that was an exception. That was sort of the cosmic destiny of things that was going to go down. Cosmic destiny. Yes, I was able to see how things were destined, but not necessarily how they get there. I see. So... Oh, the episode. The episode. Hello there, ladies, folks, and gentlemen. Where we last left our heroes, they had just been at an auction in Austria, only for a murder most foul to occur before them, and a robbery in the middle of a blackout. Welcome to episode 15 of Masks of Nyarlathotep, The Auction. Can I say it? Vlad? Can I say it? Come on, please, let me say it. No, Mac, we're not making the obvious reference. Come on. There's a blackout in the middle of the city. It's looking like things are going well, and then it's people mysteriously, it's all come da-da-da, good night, Vienna. Oh, God. Mac, I swear you make all these anachronistic references. I'll love it.
When the lights return after a solid minute of blackout, they return, and a few things have happened. A glass case was shattered. An item was stolen. You felt a couple of bumps and prods in the middle of the night. Lewis is gone, and the Texan has been stabbed with a switchblade and is dead. Everybody is panicking. Ava Ausberg, the woman in charge of the house, is like banging her gavel going, "Order! Stay calm!
Charlie is going to rise out of his chair and scream, "Sit down!"
Everybody just freezes. They go to their edges of the room, backing away from the glass case to the benches on the sides.
Very sad.
Boy. And as they sit down, they all kind of collect themselves. The auctioneer goes to the phone, dials in for the local police, and the cops are on their way. All right, everybody's going to stay in this room. Nobody is going to leave until we figure out what happened here. All the aristocrats in this room kind of sigh and, kind of just go back, just kind of it's gone from the shock of somebody's been murdered to the Agatha Christie, oh no, somebody has been killed. Sort of, oh, what an inconvenience.
Aristocrats.
Oh boy. Let me describe some of these other aristocrats in here because I didn't really get a good chance. I didn't really take the time last session to describe them to you. So George Walker, the dead man, is like that Texas oil baron who has been, again stabbed in the heart with a switchblade. But some of the other people in here are interesting. There's like a very much a refined aristocrat of Russian origin. He's got like got very I believe he is wearing a Ushanka right now in exile. So people with like metal. One man has like medals on his chest, and as he wears his very refined suit. Another is this man with a full beard and a turban with a feather on it and a jewel in there. He smokes a cigarette. There's a very very fine sort of femme fatale looking woman amongst the bunch. And two gentlemen in suits. Just two normal sort of European men in suits. And aside from the Baron and Sasha, that's the lineup. The cops finally arrive and begin questioning. They're not going to come to any of you yet, so you have an opportunity to kind of look about the room if you want to, since things have calmed down, or to talk to other people if you want to take charge in the mystery. Or you could just sit back and let the police do their business.
Well, first of all, I'm curious how Lewis went.
Good point.
He didn't have a switchblade, did he?
I don't think so.
Alright. Great for the vote of confidence.
Never asked him.
Well, I think straight away Charlie is going to have a look at these people assembled, just to sort of try and tell if any of them seem I don't want to say suspicious. I'd rather lean more towards guilty or like they're sort of trying to hide something. And he tried to look past the whole sort of aristocrats annoyed to be here.
Ah, yes. Well, the ones who look immediately sort of
I'm willing to do a psychology roll.
Yeah. Give me the psych roll. I can tell you, like, the immediately obvious one is that, like, Sasha is just nervous as hell.
I'm using a few luck points to make that succeed.
That's fair. Yeah, using psychology, you also kind of notice that, of all the people in the room, Klaus Hunderpriest, this, one of the two men in suits, looks particularly nonchalant about the whole thing. Though the man in the turban also kind of looks a little bit like too out of it as well.
So are you saying that they are looking like they're hiding something, or like they're looking like, oh no, they genuinely had nothing to do with this?
Lackadaisical would be the word. They look like it's hard to tell. It's either they don't care or they're trying to look like they don't care. Either way, might be worth asking them. The rest of the group seems partially concerned and a little taken aback.
Well, pointing this out to my dear companions, of course.
Thank you very much. I'd like to listen in on just what the crowd is saying about who got stabbed or what they're thinking right now. See if anything shows up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, he and Lady Margaret used to date all the time back in the day. Unfortunately, though, well, that marriage actually went south after they finally tied the knot. Never filed for divorce, though. That's one of the things you overhear.
I see that as an absolute win. I think.
So yeah, the big suspects are. I only say Klaus Hunderpriest by name because you got into a bidding war with him. Let's see.
Ah, yes, the Turbine Man.
Turban Man. He's one of the two people who you got a weird vibe off of, Charlie.
Yeah, no.
And it takes a little bit of while, Toprak, but you figure out Lady Margaret is the woman in the woman in the very modern dress.
Okay.
Of all people, the auctioneer comes up to the three of you. I know this is quite an odd sentence, but are you the friends of Bennett Price?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know if I should. I believe we haven't fully introduced Ava Alsberg, head of Lady Alsberg, if you prefer.
Ava, it's good to meet you.
The pleasure's the same. Bennett took some time to describe you to me.
He had nothing but good to say about you as well.
Ah, good to hear. I entrust. You're Professor Dimir, correct?
Indeed, I am.
Yes. He told me about your research and your work. I was curious if I could possibly contract you at some point for some artifacts to sell, but that is for a different time.
He never comes up short.
Arrangements surely can be made. But first it seems we have a murder.
Yes. Look, I know this seems like a big act of trust, and I'm not the kind of person to immediately just trust strangers to do something, but, well, Bennett really won me over, so I'm gonna take a chance here. The cops are way too slow. There is no way they're going to be able to find the artifact and figure out what happened to everyone in time. They will take ages. In addition, imagine the horrible reputation my auction house is going to get. So, tell you what. You help me, I help you. I knock 500 pounds off of what you owe me, and in exchange, if you help just speed up the investigation, I'll take you. Bennett talked about your skills as detectives.
Dang.
Where do you think we should start?
I can show you anywhere you need to go inside the place, but unfortunately, the room to get into this room, it's dead bolted. There's no way you can. There is no way in or out except for that door.
There's no ventilation or windows or anything.
Windows, there's definitely none. They want to make sure the artifacts are kept inside and not exposed to sunlight.
Of course.
But ventilation, there is. It's very small, though. Not really quite made for people, but you could maybe slip things through it.
And
It's like
there's
a single vent going from
false
one
doors
room
and
into
such
the main hall.
No false doors?
Again, there's the one door, unfortunately. It was
Yeah,
locked.
he was asking about false doors.
False doors? Ava assures you that there are none. She would know. Her father had this house, and her father's father had it, and they passed down the secrets through the generations. And there are no false doors here.
Sounds trustworthy. Is there? I presume the auction was held on like a stage.
It was held in sort of an open air room. There's a podium at the front. In the
Mhm.
center is like a glass case containing some of the artifacts, and you're free to look around and mingle. There's chairs like all around, forming a U shape around the podium. You know, you cluster together in your groups, and you raise your hand if you want to bid.
I think it's wise if I take a look under the podium. Who knows?
Ah, yes. Nobody actually answered that question. She informs you that the artifact that was taken, because it wasn't immediately obvious, or rather, it would be obvious to you, but I didn't inform you, was the brass head was taken.
Hmm.
And is that about the size of a head?
Yeah, it's like the size of a head, like about proportional to a human head.
So
1-to-1
it's
scale.
possible it's still in the room.
It might still be in here, but here's the thing. Everyone is still in this room. So how would they get it out? Too big to fit through the vent.
Then whoever took it still has it on their person, hidden in a bag or in their clothing?
And the door was deadbolted.
Yeah, the door is a deadbolt.
Because I seem to recall last session you ended with the sound of the door closing.
The way that it works, I will clear my description, is that the door is deadbolted from the inside to make sure that nobody infiltrates the room when the auction is being held. And so, the only way to unlock that is from the inside.
But everything
There is a
went
lock
dark,
on the
so
outside,
there is
but
literally nothing saying that while it was dark, the door couldn't have been opened and closed.
yep, the door could have been opened and then closed. And that's what you got.
Do you have...
Which, of course, means that if that happens, there is an accomplice on the inside because someone would have had to put the deadlock back.
Bing, bing, bing.
All right.
So the robbers have the head. It's a question of who let them in. And also who murdered the Texan. And also who kidnapped Lewis? I'm sure he's fine.
He was probably the one who stole it, so it's clearly Clara who's there.
I'm innocent, sir.
Sounds fair.
Yeah.
Murder.
You
We solved it!
So
Yep.
mission accomplished.
You
And
can hit me
Clara
if you
hates
like, I'm innocent.
Texans. It's like well known. So.
It says.
Says who?
Wow.
Apparently that is conjecture, and we will continue this in England, sir.
Oh my.
So yeah, if you help me out, keep it on the down low, and they'll talk to their fellow compatriots more than they'll talk to the police, I think.
Nobles like to gossip, yeah.
Oh, yes.
While we're about it, do you have a register? Like an attendance register?
Oh, yes. Pulls out a full list of names.
It might just be worth, doing a little roll call, making sure everybody is accounted for, so to speak. That's what you do in a crisis, right? Head count?
Yep.
Good.
See here.
Question.
Yes.
The thingy was like in a glass display case, right?
And that was smashed.
Which was smashed.
I'm sure I know the answer, but just be sure. Is the glass outside of the case or inside?
Where the case would have been. So
No, I think he's asking.
Yeah,
did
window
go
trick.
out or in?
yes, it was going inward. There's a glass case inset to the wall.
All right.
So
Yeah,
we're not dealing with mini explosions from the inside.
We're not dealing
No.
with any explosions from the inside or sentient
you always
things
have to make
blasting
sure.
You always gotta check.
No, it's a very good question.
So yeah.
Another good question is the glass remnants on any of them in here?
Are the glass remnants still in here?
No,
You see
are
us-
the glass remnants on any of the attendants?
Not that you can see. Spot hidden.
Oh yeah, that's a mucho good draw.
Nice.
It's what we call
Sir
extreme.
Martin? You think that maybe who Ava gestures to you as Sir Martin Murray might be the one who has a little bit of some glass on him. He was standing near the head at the time.
Yeah, well, that means he either had opportunity to do it or opportunity to see who did it.
Nice. Good move. No, also the auction lists Bennett Price in the list of attendants. You were let in as his representatives.
Aw.
So, you want to start conducting interviews, or do you want to keep looking people over?
How many places
Have
are
they-
there that could hide a head?
Again, the people
Have
with
they
the head have
left-
probably left. You're trying to
yeah.
figure out who the accomplice is.
Alright, we gotta be quick.
The dead Texan, is he still in situ, or somebody picked him up and moved him?
He's there. There is a police officer still keeping an eye on the body.
I'm gonna go over there and take a look at him.
Hold it, ma'am. What are you trying to do?
Take a look at this
Ma'am,
man.
that would be tampering with the crime scene. Do you have any sort of credential
No.
for this kind of investigation?
No. Listen, sir. If I were touching him, that would be tampering now, wouldn't it? I'm not
Yes.
touching him.
I'll have you know, this is the Lady of Malone.
Clara,
Yes.
roll luck.
Oh, yes. Wait. My fiance is a police officer.
Private detective, but
Good enough.
give me that luck roll.
Potato.
Yeah.
Did that pass? Hello?
Craig did not like that one little bit. Let me see. That is a failed luck roll. Goddamn. But only by.
You're the lady of Jack Malone? I hate that guy. He
Oh,
beat
Lord.
the case. Oh man.
You leave his reputation out of this.
He keeps asking me about kangaroos. I don't know anything about kangaroos.
Look. Between you and me, I understand he might not be the sharpest tool in the box, but he's a good man. And I don't see what him being confused about the whereabouts of kangaroos has to do with me, sir.
And if you don't let his lady friend here look at the corpse, I am going to tell him that you're holding out on the kangaroos.
I don't. I don't. Fine. Just so we're clear, Jack is a bit of a moron on some things.
You don't say.
He's bit dumb, but he's got heart, and that's why I love him.
If he was fully competent at everything, he wouldn't be the ultimate assistant NPC for like another group I've been running for.
Oh.
All right, now that's out of the way. I'm gonna do what I came here to do, be professional and have a little look at this cadaver.
So my real question for you is this: do you try to
Yeah.
sneak a touch of the dagger and do psychometry?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Okay. Just need to touch it with like pinky finger or something. Not gonna dislodge it. No fingerprints. No nothing. That is a pass roll. On hard?
psychometry?
Yes.
All right. 1 second. Spend your luck as usual. 1d6 plus 4.
You- My,
Okay, you're
my
good.
magic.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, done.
Ooh, that's a lot of magic points.
Woo! All of it.
All right. You're able to get a lot, though. You get this intense feeling of not hatred, not even. No, this is opportunity. A sudden flash of insight, a bold move. I could do this, and no one would know. The action is take, the dagger is plunged, and all you can hear is the faint voice of the deal is secured. That's all you got.
Okay, good enough.
The police officer was too angry to notice that you touched the dagger. Later, they will scan it for fingerprints. They do not find yours.
Good.
That's what the 2d100 roll was for.
Right.
I did
But we
wonder.
don't have another Centralia disaster.
Yep.
Fingerprints. Ate them.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, he's definitely very, very dead. That was all I needed to do. Thank you very much. Bye. And he's gone.
You didn't have to tell
You're
him.
almost as good as Malone on this. Yes, he's very dead.
Yes. Yeah, pal, he's very dead. I should know. I'm a professional cop.
In fact, it's almost as if I can hear his voice in my head as I investigate.
Charlie's gonna check with the police officer and be like, have you checked his pockets?
Yeah, we didn't find much. What, his wallet, a couple of other identifying marks. There was a letter.
Yeah.
Remains unsent. It's written by him.
What it say?
I'm not. Right. Malone's friends. He rolls his eyes. The short version of it is that it's an unfinished love letter to his wife ex. It's unclear. It shows the relationship was very strained.
It wasn't addressed then? You just guess.
Well, we were about to bring in the Lady Margaret for questioning.
Good luck with that.
Yes. These nobles are never easy to talk to.
Oh, I know. I'm friends with Russian princess.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Trust me, we just finished interrogating that Nikolai Tychevsky guy. Talk about Russian aristocrats. Oof.
You do good work. Good luck.
I'm sorry, what'd you say there?
You do good work. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna leave Clara. Do you want to relay that information at all, or?
Well, yeah, I will try to. Best of my natural ability. He, dead Texan man, he was in on something or in the way of it. I don't know. Killing him wasn't random. This served a purpose. It made something easier for somebody. Don't know who.
All right.
So I guess figure out if you had any natural enemies amongst this lineup and go from there.
I should have brought one of my books with me about how to raise the dead. Could have asked me a question.
Raise the dead? I don't see that making it easier.
It's not raise the dead in a good way.
Oh, you mean like zombies? Ugh, no.
We could ask him some questions, maybe.
Yeah, the best answers you would get are.
How horrible, stereotypical. All right. Quite random question. Is there blood around the broken case? The display?
Upon getting there and walking there a bit closer, you do notice that there's like a little bit of blood, but it seems to be like very minor. It's only on some of the shards of glass. So somebody did the classic wrap the rag around your hand and punch it thing.
All right.
Again, the one person who had glass on him was Sir Martin Murray.
I mean, it does mean we can check their hands to see if there's any damage.
Yeah. How you gonna do that?
First look around the crowd and see who's really trying to hide their hands.
Well, Lady Margaret does wear gloves.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Mikhail de Borsavin, the guy in the turban, he doesn't hide his hands. Neither does Murray. Tychevsky keeps his hands in his coat. Lesek Kersman just stands there and just sits looking at you going, what are you looking at? George Walker is dead, as we mentioned. The Baron has a hook, so don't try him, nor does his assistant. Sasha continues to shake quietly in the corner, and then Klaus and Darnell Colson have no blood.
Oh Lord, I have to make conversation with the Russian guy and shake his hand. What did the police say about the Russian guy earlier? That he was some aristocrat and kind of a douche?
He's hard to talk to, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yes. Hello, Professor.
Hello, my good sir. Oh, that's quite the turn of the evening.
Indeed, it has been. Tell me, with that goofy hat of yours, do you happen to be with the de Borsavin over there?
Does he mean the police?
He means the man in the fortune teller's turban.
What? Wait. All right. Did he just say my
He
name?
just
The
mocked your
professor?
hat. Yeah, he knew who you were.
Ah. I can't even introduce myself. What to do?
Mr. Dimir, I've heard a lot about your recent enterprises and continuing lawsuits with the Baron von Baron.
I can't tell the Baron from Baron is right.
He waves his hook at you coyly.
So, what do you make of this murder?
He pulls his hand out of his pocket, his left hand. Nah, I do not know. No blood. As I see it, this was born entirely out of opportunity. Purely a strange matter. First they stole an object, and they murdered Dixon. Yeah, what do I care?
Oh well. It keeps us stuff interesting at least.
Yes. It's a shame too. I was really looking forward to bidding on the head. I've been doing the
really?
research. I've been doing the research, yes.
Didn't know you were also interested in artifacts of that kind.
Why else would I be here?
Well, a man needs some way to pass time.
What I hear is that they can tell you answers of deep philosophies, strange questions.
And what would you have asked it?
I would have started to use it to obtain knowledge of the unknown. Is there life after death? What is the meaning of the life, etc., etc.?
Good
He
man.
pulls out. He starts to pull out his right hand, trying to gesture with it, but he slinks it back into his pocket. Make a spot hidden check.
Oh. Wow. Oh, no, the passes.
Nice. You glance. There's a big spot of blood on the back of his hand.
Bingo. Alright. So, what are your plans after this?
Yeah, go back to my hotel room. Hopefully, the auction will resume, and then go back to my home in Poland.
Yeah, I do hope the police doesn't keep us waiting for all too long.
Indeed, I hope so. Personally, I would like to get this over with. I have a very important business deal.
I don't think you're the only one here.
Indeed.
Well, I won't keep you occupied much longer.
All right. Thank you.
Clara,
All right.
Charlie,
What?
there's blood on his hands. Well, one of them. I think he
Oh.
smashed open the display.
Do you want
think he
us to
punched the
rough him
display?
up?
What did you say?
Do you want us to rough him up?
We need information.
So what do you want to do?
I mean, we might be able to convince the police that he helped, at least with a stolen object, and then they could detain him. But
Yeah,
again,
if
that
they
would take...
detain him, the
then we
rest
can't
of these
ask any more
noble
questions.
pricks are going to demand to be let out.
Yes. Oh, we're on our own here. Clara, your touchy magic thing works on people as well, right? Just objects.
I'll be honest with you, Professor. I've never tried it on a person.
Alright.
It might work. Who do you want me to touch?
You could either try the glass or Mr. Poland over there.
Ooh.
Just sneak up behind him.
Just brush up against him, make it look like an accident? Okay.
Act like a hysterical woman. I've seen you do it before.
When have I ever been hysterical, Professor?
Pretended to be. That's his key word there.
I know. Okay.
Such a gentleman.
Okay. 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 Yep. I'll give that a try. Just.
I'm just gonna ask
Yeah.
you to make the roll, and I'm gonna describe the consequence of this, but it will tell you a lot.
Okay, so just make straight psychometry roll.
Yes.
Okie doke. I like this. Never done it on a live human being. This actually feels quite exciting to me.
I can't believe
For
he never
science!
done that.
Oh,
Oh.
hell yeah, that's a good one. That's a good roll.
1d6 plus 4.
Uh-huh.
Let me know if you're out of magic points and you have to spend more than that.
Not yet. I still have
Okay.
2 left.
Do you
Okay,
need to
lose
sit there?
5 sanity, and we're about to trigger a bout of madness, but let me describe what
Oh,
you go through.
Not again. Not again.
So for what takes, so you brush up against him. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. As you trip, you get a good touch on him, and you do the psychometry trick, right?
Right.
Here's what happens. To the room is only a second. To you is 36 years. You live out his whole life in your head. Everything he's gone through. You believe you are him. And this goes by in front of you in slow motion. Like life goes down to a crawl when you do this. But for a while, you eventually forget that you were ever Clara while you're living out his life in your head. But eventually, you get back to this point. And when you do, you see yourself and you start to remember who you are. But while this is happening, eventually you get to the point where the lights go out. And once you do, you see that he pulls out a switchblade and stabs him, noticing, and your internal monologue as him goes, "This is it. I can get the deal. I can then finally buy out his oil company." And then once you go for the stab, he goes for the stab, he puts it back in his pocket, and he puts his hand back in his pocket, covers it up, and makes it look like he didn't do anything at all. But you see from his perspective, though, one of the figures who goes rumbling in, and you can make out that the figure who opened the door is definitely a man. As you return back to your body as Clara, you have an extreme sense of dysphoria. Like, you have no clue. Like, you kind of forgot who you were for a second, but it all comes rushing back to you. But you're paranoid now. You are not certain of who you are for a little while. And this is why you don't do it on living people.
Wow.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not sorry either.
You go through this man's 36 years of his life. You know so many intimate details about what he's done. It's kind of upsetting.
No.
I'm going to allow you to make up details about his life and backstory unless I deliberately step in and tell you what it is, but you're free to make stuff up about who he was.
Ugh.
So does that give her free skill increases?
It might. I will handle this post-session and kind of like tell her what happens. But there's always a
Okay.
big sanity cost for doing this every time.
Oh yeah.
That is so powerful.
And the result of the bout of madness was the paranoia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I can live
Your
with that.
phobias and manias are also acting up again.
Bugger. Any Mythos virgins in the house?
Not here. Everyone here
Good.
has dealt with artifacts.
Oh, thank God.
Experience, so you're safe for now.
Except
The cops.
the cops.
No, except for the one who worked with Malone. He's fine. The rest of the cops, though. Oof.
No.
He disparaged my boyfriend. I'm gonna cut him.
No, he's fine.
No, it's good. So anyway, after that,
Disconnected.
peak unpleasantness. I guess he's just kind of standing stock still in the middle of the room, just blinking.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody's looking at you.
Everybody?
Everybody.
What did I was just standing here. Why are they all staring at me?
Because you tripped earlier.
Oh. Sorry. Everything's fine. Go about your business. Stop staring at me.
Madame Clara Manning. Oui.
I think so. Yes, sorry. Yes, it's me. Who are you?
Michel de Corsava. At your service. Mwah. Kisses your hand.
That, and she just kind of like flinches like hell. But yeah, that's nice. That, very nice.
I have foreseen our future meeting, mon chéri.
Oh hell.
I must inform
Have
you, you are in grave danger.
Yeah, no kidding, monsieur. From what? From what
Please
am I
call
in
me
danger?
Michael.
Enlighten me. Okay.
I foresee in the future beings of unknown power and hiding beneath the tunnels, beneath the building.
Beneath this building?
Yes, there's a tunnel beneath the building. Inhabited by beings you have met once before.
What kind of beings that I've met once before?
Oh, I could not describe them to a woman. That would be very cruel of me and unfortunate.
Oh. Monsieur, I've seen some shit.
Indeed,
Lay it
but I
on
am
me,
still
please.
a gentleman. What is... I hate this character already, but...
I love him. You have my full permission to continue.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes, and your friends. Yes, I foresee horrible visions of the future. You will
What's
meet
gonna
a
happen to them?
mysterious stranger in the tunnels, and you have heard, and he is one of the people amongst us.
He's not a stranger then, if he's among us.
Indeed. But he will
How
not...
do we get into the tunnels from here?
I do not know.
You're good, are you?
I only know so much. The powers of fortune telling are very limited.
We could just ask Ava.
We could. We should. We shall.
You speak to Ava. She goes, yes, what, can I help you?
Yes, you can. There are tunnels under the building and I want to go in them, please. How do I do that?
Nonsense. There are no tunnels underneath the building. That's hogwash. Bullpucky. Humbug, even. That's not even a thing. If we had tunnels underneath the building, that would make us susceptible to robbers.
You've just been robbed, madam.
I mean, you have a fair point, but our building is very secure.
Is it,
Look.
though? This is a missing artifact and a murder that speaks volumes about the lack of security in this place. No offense intended. But
Fine, fine, fine. I will show you around. Let me show you around the first floor then.
that would be lovely.
Bring your companions if you think it will aid in the investigation. Mr. Officer, I'm just showing them around. They'll be with me. So she shows you around. She takes you to the first floor, a couple of offices where a few clerks work, and then she shows you, all right, here they are, the vault rooms. 4 vaults, each one with the upcoming lots for the upcoming auctions. Prepared weeks in advance. Here, let me open up this one. This is the lot for 4 weeks from now, right?
Right?
And she spins it open. And when she gets the vault open, it's dead empty, and there's a hole in the corner.
See?
You're right.
Told
There's
you.
no tunnels here.
See?
We've been. She leans back. Oh, we've been swindled.
Well, I think I'm going down that hole.
I'm going with you.
I'll
Okay.
keep an eye out then. Make sure the cops stay there.
Won't be a minute. Just a quick trip down a hole. I mean, we've down holes before, right, Professor?
Plenty.
Yeah. It's just another hole.
You go into these tunnels. It's long and narrow, these passages. They creak and they link their way down. Clara, did you pass the check?
I can spend 3 luck and pass that check.
Go for it.
Literally just 3 luck. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
And as you work your way down, you hear. To the rest of you, it's chittering and gnashing. It's gross sounding. But to you, Clara, it's another language, one you know very well. A voice appears. Who goes there? Only Clara understands this. You may translate
Now
to
that
the
I've-
others if you wish.
Quick question. Now that I've passed that roll, can I reply?
Yes, you can.
Sweet. Okay, so first I'm gonna say, hey, probably don't have to worry to the other 2, because I know what they are, but even better, I know what they're saying. I can talk to them.
A human who speaks our tongue. Interesting. We haven't seen one of those. Well, we've talked with one before.
And this is in English, so that the boys are just hearing squeaks and chitters, and it probably sounds really, really weird. And she just goes, yes, family member taught me how to speak, ghoul speak. We're not a threat to you. We're just looking around.
You may pass. We will stay to the shadows.
Yeah, you can do that. Thank you.
Someone asked us to use these tunnels. I suspect that is who you're looking for.
Did they happen to come down here with a armload of stolen goods?
No, we took those back from the room. We wanted them back. The ghouls.
Were they your things? Ghoul things?
Yes, we were using them.
What for?
Best left unsaid.
Okay. Anyway, other subject. These people that wanted to use tunnels. What did they look like?
3 men. Dressed. 3 humans. Dressed funny.
Funny how?
Masks over heads.
Masks.
There's one last weird little point they'd like to raise with you. That the guy who could speak to them was not amongst them.
Oh. And where would they have gone? Do you guys know?
The graveyard.
Of course, it's a ghoul hole. They all go to graveyards.
We will try to find your Uncle Douglas, yes?
You know my uncle?
Passed him by once our tribe.
Oh, I haven't seen him in years. That would be interesting.
He is well.
Good.
He has
Glad to hear.
certainly grown.
Yeah, I bet.
And with that, they disperse.
Bye. God, talking ghoul is hell on your throat, guys. Don't try it.
Okay, so just so we're clear, Toprak, Charlie, all you see is that's
I'm
all
pretty
you.
sure Charlie and I just struck our shoulders at each other, and she's doing her thing again. All right.
That's how
She's
she
just being
usually
Clara.
sounds to me, to be honest.
I beg your pardon?
What?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, that was actually remarkably helpful. Sorry I didn't have the time or the breath to translate as I went along. But whoever
you
our
were
thieves
going
are...
at it rather hard. Understand?
Pardon? No, I'm actually having trouble hearing you right now. Can you speak up a bit? Or have I got to reconnect?
You were going at it rather hard. Understand?
Yeah. Anyhow, our thieves use this tunnel, and it comes out at the other end in a graveyard. Because, I mean, it's a ghoul hole. That's what they do. Very normal ghoul behavior, that.
I'm not sure what a ghoul hole is, but whatever.
It is a hole for ghouls. But
Do you
anyway, that's
wanna-
not the point. Is
You're saying that like I know what a ghoul is.
Do you want to tell them about your Uncle Douglas?
because she's suddenly just gonna like smack herself on the forehead and go, "Wait, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know." My apologies. You see, my
I
uncle is a
assume
ghoul.
there's some kind of freaky monster, man.
Freaky a matter of interpretation. I suppose freaky by typical standards. Yes, they're very tall, very odd looking, and they eat dead people. But
Freaky monster man.
I mean, my uncle's a ghoul. I can't look at them in any negative light. They're not bad guys. Just want to be left to their own devices.
Sure.
See? But anyway, this passage was used by 3 men, dressed strangely and wearing masks to hide themselves, and 1 other who could speak ghoul speak.
Mind you, he wasn't with the men.
But he wasn't with. Thank you for clarifying. The really, really long dialogue.
So the man asked for the tunnel, but he didn't
Mhm.
use it himself.
Yeah.
So he might
So
be
the-
the inside man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you start talking ghoul to everyone, and whoever understands you is the guilty party. Easy solved.
I mean, could do it.
The solution could work, but I would have to ask for a psychology roll at extreme, because you would have to
No.
see how someone's wincing and reacting to that. Because that's going to be
Someone
really
else would have
difficult
to handle that because I have no psychology. But I can speak ghoul for sure.
At extreme?
Because it's hard to do that with languages you're not familiar with. But you could pick up some useful clues just by doing that. It's just that if you want a clear, definite answer from it, you need the psych roll at extreme.
Yeah, that won't work for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, extreme, it's barely worth trying. But
But
we're
even
not
doing
even
it,
there.
even if you don't pass the check, it's still going to give you useful information. That's like, I'm just saying, like, if you want a definite answer, that's what you need to get.
Can try.
That-
Well, as I said, I mean,
that's-
I mean, we're not at the auction now, so it's as far as we know, we'll find these guys, and they'll be like a way to intimidate them into telling us who it is. So it's like
Yeah,
True.
it's pure conjecture at this point. So it's no need to catch up on it. Let's just move on.
So we could either go back into the auction house or up the other end of the tunnel to the graveyard, see if they've got, I don't know, a hideout, left any traces.
I'd say we chase the artifact further, and the artifact go through this tunnel, right?
yeah, that seems
Yeah.
reasonable.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they'll be occupied for a little while longer.
You're able to follow the tunnels, its twisting, narrow ways. You have to occasionally ask Clara to ask for directions from some ghouls in order to make sure that you're on the right path, since they do tend to bend and twist and wind. But you do find the other end. When you get out, you end up in a mausoleum that's been slightly opened, whose door is slightly ajar. And slipping out, you see sets of footprints leading over to an apartment building.
All right then.
The apartment building is like right next to the graveyard, but there's like this like loose board in the fence.
They went that way.
Just to be sure, do we see anybody yet? Can you do a spot hidden check?
Yeah, go for it. Very smart move. Very smart move.
Pass on
Yes. On
hard.
the second floor in a window, somebody's looking out. He seems
Oh.
to be on the lookout for people.
Then
He
that is
hasn't
where we're
noticed
headed.
you yet. Yep.
Oh, we could always try sneaking up on him.
Indeed. It's a dark graveyard. How hard can it be?
Very easy.
Stealth checks?
Hell.
Stealth checks.
Let's do this. I need two of you to pass.
Very pass.
Fuck.
Oh.
One of you want to push it?
I'll push it. I'm already feeling off kilter, so I have a justification if I completely cock up. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh lord.
I spent 36 years living in the brain of a Polish man. I'm not
I mean,
well.
the wise decision would have been to send Charlie in first and knock him out. But
Nah, we're
Never
not
mind,
wise.
I still have I have lamentable stealth. This is that didn't go well at all. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
that was a good thing you were the one pushing it then.
Yeah.
So Clara, Toprak, Charlie,
Yes.
you're sneaking up there, doing your job. You get through the fence. When you step through, when right through that, Clara pushes the board too hard and it makes that noise, like the sound of a dying cat. Everybody winces, and the guy up there is like Toprak, you see the guy, and he seems to be leaving the window.
I suppose he's too far away to do anything about.
Yeah, you could try to go through the back door of the building, but who knows where he's going.
Alright, so the
Yeah.
guy is trying to escape right now, you say?
No, I think he's gonna go check it out.
Oh.
Like
So we
what made
hide?
that noise?
Just.
Well,
Alright.
Charlie will try to just set himself up into ambush position.
Mm-hmm.
Probably seems the best move. Here we go.
And since Charlie isn't actually out for killing this guy, he's going for the blackjack, not the axe.
Nice, good choice. Just knocking him out.
Yeah.
You set yourself up into the position. You get to the sides of the door, the back door of the building. The guy opens the door and just opens it up and goes, "Fuzzykins, you okay? Did you get hurt again? Oh, that stupid cat." And Charlie, you go for the swing.
Oh yeah, he's getting a whack anyway. We can't take any chances. That is a success. Hard.
You're just trying to knock him out, right?
Yeah.
No damage. We will just say that you bonk. Yep, that was the guy.
There you go. Fuzzykins. He says to Clara.
Huh?
And that's what he called you.
Stop talking. My head hurts.
You walk into the apartment complex and head up the stairs, sneaking your way to where you think the room is, room 234. You knock on the door. Or no, you don't knock on the door. Why would you knock on the door? Why did I say that? This isn't a friendly apartment visit. This is a robbery.
Nash is trying to get us killed.
It's the investigators. Hello.
Hello, we're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of gum.
Is this the cult hideout?
Available now in at the Doom Train Teespring. Is this the hideout? All right. Where were we? Okay, so yeah, you're at the front of the apartment. What do you do?
Is it
Into the
locked?
windows to see if anyone else is there.
I mean, it's the hallway of an apartment building. Like, you can't really peer into the windows of the apartment complex because it's through the hall.
Try
Only
the
if
door.
there's glass doors.
Nah. These are oak.
Lay my ear on the door to listen if there's anyone.
Yeah, give me a
still
listen check.
inside. Oh wow, yeah, the bosses. Huh.
Look, all I'm saying is that I don't know why he wanted this stupid head. It's part of the plan. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, but the cult's dead anyway. Honestly, why are we still worshipping this guy? You keep saying that, Klaus. Yeah, whatever, Steve. I don't care about you or your American family. That's right, I said it.
Oh, this drama. Oh, amazing. No. Is there any estimate how close they are to the door that I can make? Are they like right next to me on the side, or?
They're in the same. They would be in the same room if you opened it, but they're not close to the door.
All right. I was thinking of pulling a SWAT move and just cosmic waving the door and.
You're gonna make a
every
soft
eye
check?
open up.
You're gonna do that? You gonna do it?
It would be epic.
Do
Sorry, Clara.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, it's kick-ass. It's just such a great spell. Why not?
All right, go for it. How many magic points you spending?
I mean, what's the constitution of a door?
Not a lot.
I'll just spend 3.
All right, that is 6 d10s. Ooh.
Is the door destroyed?
Let me just take a brief moment. Let's see. Rolling for the spell, it passed. The door failed spectacularly.
What surprise. That would have been quite sad.
I love that the door has to roll Constitution. Let me roll my Constitution score real quick.
Amazing.
You slap your hands. The door gets pushed back. Boom. It flies off of its hinges. The two men go, "What the fuck?" And they like they just go. They just put their hands up. It's like, and they just look out there. They're just looking at you.
Hello, boys. We got some questions for you.
I suspect I recommend you surrender. Well, the next one's going to you.
Yes. We surrender. Just what do you want? We don't even want to be a part of this anyway.
Then who did?
He coughs out. Klaus Priest.
Ah.
Is he lying?
No, extreme success.
They're not.
Charlotte will simply like nod at Clara.
And she will nod back. Thanks. Okay.
What do you want with
Klaus.
us? We don't even know what this head is.
Yeah. Shut up.
If you just give it to me first, it would make life a whole lot easier for you.
He picks up the head. He passes it to you.
Great.
Keeps his hands in
So-
plain sight.
That's so. Klaus von der Priest. What did he want with it then? If you didn't.
The American is going to roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I recognize you.
No, you don't.
Yes. You and didn't you have a?
Well-
I don't know who you are, but didn't you have a? Oh, right. That's where he was from. Oh, I was wondering why I thought he looked familiar.
Can you? I have a splitting headache. Can you stop speaking in sentence fragments, please? Where do you know us from?
Arkham in 23. You were one of the people who attended the congregation.
Oh.
You're the people who destroyed it.
I don't see what that has to do with Klaus von der Priest. Guys, help!
Klaus was Jacob's disciple.
Oh. Bother.
You hear a muffled shouting coming from the room next door.
No, we ignore it. Leave.
No.
Sounds like somebody's been gagged in there.
Yeah, I wonder who it might be.
So why would we
Sure,
ignore
it's
it?
no one.
No! We will not resist the literal call to adventure. I want to go to the door.
Yeah, you go to the door.
Can't believe
You,
who is there.
Like you look at the room next, like it's the room, like next to the room, and it's like it's in the kitchen. And you open up the pantry, and Lewis is there, and it's just.
Oh!
Like he's been tied up and gagged.
Where have you been this whole time? You've missed everything. I'm gonna obviously untie him if I can.
No, Clara. He looks to be a bit tied up right now. Maybe we should leave him.
Don't pun at me, Charlie. I'm fragile.
Only next to Lulu was that as equally bad a joke as you've ever told.
Oh lord. I think he tries going on a one-person adventure. Oh.
Okay, that solves
like,
one problem.
Lewis is just. They're trying to. They're something about summoning the angel again. I don't know.
Oh no, I hate these guys.
But they just. But Lewis goes. Just says, "There's." When I was locked up in this pantry, right? I was looking around, and I found this. And he reaches up and he grabs a box and he hands it to you. Brown box, golden plus sign on it.
That's like 4 of these we found now?
Yep.
It is.
Set perfectly.
We get a prize if we collect them all.
You're not too wrong.
Well, of course.
If
Add
you
that to the
find,
collection.
add that to your collection of marine micrometers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So with that, the two are just like, "Okay, are you done with us? We just go home."
Well, you can try, but we're gonna tell the police you're involved. You won't get very far.
If we go to the police and offer a confession, maybe they'll give us a lighter sentence.
Maybe they will. That's your problem, not ours. We've got bigger things to deal with.
I'd like to ask Toprak, are you gonna do anything with the head? Toprak?
Appraise it, just to be sure if it's authentic.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, this is the dumbest cult we encountered so far, but still. Wow. Push it.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Nash, don't do this to me.
All right. Get ready. So, you're inspecting this, right? And you're like, ooh, there's like two little buttons on its temples. And so and then the eyes open up, and the mouth opens up, and you hear a very familiar music that you heard from the apartment complex back in 1923, when that thing went purely so chaotic. And out of the head comes this tentacled thing playing its flute. It stands right in the middle of this apartment complex, and it just starts playing the awful, terrible sounds that you heard all those years ago. Sanity rolls, and we enter initiative.
Ah, blast.
Man, you were doing so good. And then
I really thought, what was the worst that could happen with... Oh, pass. Great.
1 point
What
of
is the
Sandy
worst
goes
that can
who
happen with
passed.
appraisal?
1 point of Sandy lost to everyone that passed.
Great.
However, let's see. Its dex is actually greater than that of Charlie's.
Uh-oh.
So here's what it's going to do. Ooh, this is good. So, like, this thing is, like, holding its flute and has so many other, like, tendrils, and it uses them to immediately attack the two guys you took out earlier, who were, like, had their hands up. So we're just going to do it like this. Mm-hmm. Miraculously, that passes none of them.
Oh.
But still, it like attacks 4 times at these two, and it just ugh. All right. We go to Charlie.
Charlie's spending 1 round to get his axe off.
Yep. Next, Lewis unfortunately does not have his gun, so he's basically useless right now. So
Oh.
Lewis does the tactical thing and runs away.
Lewis, you
Good
coward!
We'll catch up with you later.
I'm gonna grab my weapon. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, we could use that weapon right now.
Let's see here. Next up is Clara.
My options are punch it or shoot it. My options suck.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Horrible things will probably happen if I make skin contact with this thing, so I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep, go for it.
Lost enough brain cells today, thank you very much. No. Push.
Nope, no pushing in combat.
No push. But.
Nope. You fire the gun. No, you miss.
That's
then
one
finally
bullet I don't get
Toprak.
to use again.
Toprak?
Alright, so still playing the flute, right?
Yep, making that horrible, horrible music.
Would I be able to use my whip to grab the flute away from the tentacles?
You could try.
That's all I need. Yeah, the passes are normal.
You snag the flute out of the creature's hands, but unfortunately, as you do, like, it just gets angry and
Oh.
releases a blood-curdling shriek from its mouths. I'm not really sure, given its anatomy. Sandy checks again.
Uh-oh.
By the way, I haven't rolled Sandy for the two gentlemen in here.
Poor gentleman.
Oof, that's a fail. Here I go again.
Since you're still suffering a bout of madness, you automatically get another bout of madness no matter what. 4 more points of sanity.
Oh.
Whoop whoop.
At least it won't work on them.
Let's see here. Roll 1d10. Oof. We'll get back to this bout thing later.
I did not like the sound of that oof. I really didn't.
I'll explain later. It's all good.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm dead.
So, the creature makes 2 attacks at Toprak.
It's a bitch.
You can only dodge one of those. I'm gonna give you the best possible chances at dodging, so good luck.
Alright.
Yep, go for it. Did you pass?
Wait, dex. Ah. Yeah, half dex. Oh,
Yes.
no.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. You take 23 points of damage. Toprak, how much luck do you have?
82.
You can spend all of it if you want to live.
I should do.
Spend all your luck.
And at least we had 1 HP, I'm sure.
Oh no, you return with 5.
5, alright.
You'll return with 5, but let me explain what happens though, because you're out of the scene now. So, the thing picks you up with its many tentacles and then chucks you out a window. The glass shatters and breaks. Everyone currently assumes Toprak is dead.
No!
Remember, in Pulp, it looks like you died and then you came back later. So for now, Toprak, you're missing presumed dead.
Oh, no.
In 3 rounds, something will happen.
Uh-oh.
For
We go
once,
to
I
Charlie.
don't Cosmic Wave.
Well, I mean, seeing as Toprak was yeeted out the window, I'm going
Oh wait,
to.
I forgot. I have to handle its 2 other attacks. It's gonna keep going for the other guys.
Oh, they're fine. They're cannon fodder. I don't care about them.
They're cannon fodder. Oof!
Die!
Oof. Hang on. Let me just let's see. And the other one is. So one's dead. The other one's just impaled. But it's like
Yes.
still alive. As this thing tears people apart limb from limb. So now, Charlie, what do you do?
Well, as I said, seeing as Toprak went flying out the window, Charlie's gonna be very angry.
Yes. You gonna go for the blood rage?
Well, of course.
So just so you know, the blood rage technically also qualifies your attack as somewhat magical.
Okay.
Yeah, just
That's
so you-
nice. I would do it anyway.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. This is just for everyone at home who might be questioning how am I why is this one particular thing happening?
That is an extreme success.
Double damage.
That means I have to write this the annoying way. Let's see, is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. It's only 16 damage. Almost minimum.
It's clinging there, but you're able to cleave off a few of its tentacles. You have this. The flute though is still on the ground. But Toprak, you took the flute as you flew out the window though, so it still doesn't have access to it. Clara.
Now we're just gonna have
Yeah?
Clara take the killing shot, so I have to kill her.
Go for it. What do you want to do?
I don't want to attack it now. Charlie, we're friends, right? You love me, right?
Ah!
No. I'm going to attempt to shoot it again because it's the most practical thing I can do. Like punching a tentacle monster with a pair of brass knuckles just seems daft, you know?
Yep. Give me the roll.
Come on.
Too bad none of us can play flute.
Fuck. My aim is I told you I have a headache. My aim's off. Can't see properly.
Only if you fumbled would it have done the thing.
Shot Charlie.
Yeah. We
It deals Weasley damage anyway. It can shoot him a few times. It's fine.
all right. We go back to the top of the initiative. The creature is going to try to finish off the one it has impaled first. Let's see. Does that pass? Yes, it does. All right, and so then it's... Yeah, he's just eviscerated. Like, he's just, like, exploded from within.
Sexy.
Sexy. Let's see. He's going to do 2 attacks at you, Charlie, and 1 attack towards Clara.
I thought he only had 3 attacks.
No, he has 4.
Okay, then I misunderstood the other situations.
Yeah, because he was first round he attacked both of the men twice. Then he attacked Toprak twice, and then the
No, you don't have to explain. Please move
no
on.
worries. I'm just like I want to make it sure that I'm being fair. Let's see.
I don't care if you're not.
But I care internally. Okay, both of those pass. You have
Is any of them an extreme success?
neither of them are, but they are both hard.
Okay. Well, I'm going to fight back.
Yep, go for it. And I'll give again. You only get to fight back on one of them, but I'm going to give you the best odds.
It's still only a hard success for me, so it doesn't matter.
Do you want to spend luck to make it an extreme?
How much luck is that? Where is the correct skill? There it is. I'd have to spend 25 luck. How much damage has it been dealing before? Like consistently around the 15 mark, right?
Yeah. He deals 1d6 plus 1d3 d6s.
Okay.
Per attack.
Yeah, then I'm going to spend 25 luck to make that an extreme success.
Yep.
25 luck is less than 30 luck. Ergo, it's worth it.
Ergo, it is worth it. Yes. Roll damage, and then we'll see if it resolves the other attack after you roll damage.
Yeah. Right, it's extreme, so I need to do the thing again. Sorry, this is very finicky to write out.
I know.
The
20
commands,
damage.
man.
Yes!
Nice!
You swing your axe. You feel this like, force within you, guaranteeing fueling your rage, and you kill this thing. You cleave off all of its tendrils and sever its head in half. And as you do, the rage subsides. This unholy thing is finally destroyed. Toprak! You wake up. You find yourself having landed in a hedge. It broke your fall.
I'm gonna feel this for a while.
As you feel it in your body and it aches a little bit, a man comes to greet you. And he says, "Need a hand, partner?"
I might need more than that, but it will help.
One moment. Perfect. And he lays his hand on you, and you feel this divine energy enter your body. It is so just relaxing and soothing. Your aura is at peace. You heal 5 points of damage.
Yes.
My job is preservation of the universe. And I can preserve you, but only for so long. Now let's get you back up, buddy. Not every day you encounter one of my dad's servants.
I can't say I like them very much.
Oh yeah, their music is awful. They can't play a flute for the life of them. May
don't
I see
think
that
I-
thing?
Sure.
And so he starts like playing like a little tune. And like he actually makes that instrument sound melodic. Unfortunately, as an item, it won't be too helpful for you. You're not going to really be dealing with this guy, but it is a useful artifact you might be willing to make a quick buck with.
You know I love my artifacts.
It's made to keep Dad asleep. Not much else it really does.
I hope he won't get too grumpy without it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I swear that head that was in there looked oddly familiar, like someone I once knew. Or somebody you once knew? No, we didn't know him. No one of you known him. Shame. Shame.
Fuss.
I must be on my way, but here. Let me escort you to the rest of the group. And he walks you over to the back door of the apartment. Clara and Charlie, you believe Toprak is dead. So as you're walking down the stairs, what's your frame of mind?
That I'm going
I mean-
to kill Klaus.
I don't know as to mine. I'm still like apparently having another bout, so I don't know what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're forgetting this. That whole fight never happened.
Oh. Okay.
You will never remember this. It never happened, and your mind just represses that memory.
Okay. This might be a ridiculous question, but how'd it get here?
Charlie just lets out an annoyed grunt. Rather
I
than
remember what happened.
And
Huh?
that is when you see Toprak alive and well at the bottom of the stairs. Mr. Voz is nowhere to be seen.
Ah, Professor Dimir, there you are.
Topper, is that you?
Hello? Did the fight go well?
What fight?
Charlie's gonna pull him up and give him a hug.
Oh.
What?
The
Oh,
fight
no,
with the
you are
tentacle
made
head?
of sterner stuff.
Wait.
Yikes, dead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my ribs aren't fully healed yet.
They're gonna heal stronger.
Ah.
What in God's name are you two talking about?
He'll put Toprak back on the ground and slap him in the back.
Ow. I'm pretty sure I cough of blood, but... Oh, wow.
Good man.
That's what you thought, by the way. That image.
That's
Aw,
cool.
cute. No, really, how did we get here?
Oh, you, Clara, let me correct a couple of things. You remember walking into the room and then, like, interrogating the two guys. You remember the tunnels. You don't remember the creature showing up.
Yeah, so I'm like missing a small bit between there and the staircase.
Yeah.
How did we get to the staircase? I've just fugued a bit. I know what I'm doing, mostly.
Cool.
So what? You two are very, very happy to see each other, given that it's maybe been a minute since you last saw one another.
I think your mind is a bit scrambled up, which is odd considering I am the one who fell down a few stories, but alright.
You fell down when? You okay? You alright?
We got help from a friend.
Good.
So, you two do have the head, right?
I
You took
suspect
it?
if the head reappeared, we would have picked it up.
No, the head's still there. It just, like, it opened up. Like, the brass head was still in the room. You've taken it. Like, you're carrying the head. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
It was still there. It just, like, opened its mouth and eyes, and a thing came out of it.
Then Charlie would hand it back to Toprak.
Ah, great.
So, we took it back, very smoothly and easily, I gather, and now we just have to go back. Well done, us.
Yeah, extremely smoothly. And we even figured out where our friend went. And then he went away again, so yeah. I'm sure
Okay.
we'll see Lewis at some point. I hope he won't... Now
Oh,
I'm
we'll catch
wondering. Maybe
He'll
Lewis will
turn
go
up.
back to the house, so we're going to the auction, but alright.
Oh, the passed out man is still at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, oops.
You want to take him with you to the police?
Yeah, let's do that. That
Which
might be the best thing.
Which window was he looking out of?
The window that Toprak was thrown out of.
Oh, okay, yeah, then we bring him to the police. I thought he might have been an innocent.
No, he's not innocent.
Yeah,
one
then
of
he
the
can
three.
tag along.
Yeah.
Or we can leave him with the goals.
Seriously, this thing. Do you have anything in specific you want to do, or do you want me to just kind of wrap up the mystery and we can resolve what you want to do after this and then finish the auction? Or do you have anything in particular in mind you want to do? Question for the whole group. Like, everybody just chime in.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything particular that I want to do. I think we solved most of it. So now we only have to point some fingers with some evidence.
Yep. In this case, we can just kind of like wrap this up since the evidence is pretty clear. Since you can easily get a confession out of the third accomplice, and plus you have Lewis, who was kidnapped, who can also attest to this. So the breakdown is something like this: returning to the auction with the witness, the cops press this. And while they do like chastise you for leaving the crime scene, they do praise you for solving the mystery. Ava is very happy and is going to give you the £500 return on one of your bids for the Ankh.
Yes.
So you got that for free.
Hell yeah.
Klaus is put into jail. Upon further reading, you do a bunch of research about the fact how he was looking into bringing forth the Passover angel and was actually caught robbing corpses apparently back in 1922. Yeah, he was doing grave robbing in that exact graveyard, which is probably how he found the ghouls. Finally, there is some interesting things that just kind of happen. The auction is going to be delayed for 1 more week, and that's going to give you time to do any healing you want to do, go visit the hospital, go seek treatment for things if you want.
Yes.
Yeah. So before the auction resumes next week, how long would you like to stay in the hospital? You heal 2 hit points per day, and we have a medicine check for every week you stay in there.
No, I need 2 days. That's all.
All right, 2 days in the hospital.
Just to be sure if I got you correct, because I get 5 hit points for using all that luck, and then I got another 5 from Vaz, right?
From Vaz, who just like did some magic.
Yep. Then I'll just need 2 days. That's all.
Yep, 2 days. And Clara, do you want to seek therapy?
No.
Cool. In which case, I will now give you your sanity rewards since the adventure is basically done, and all that's left to do is to finish up the actual auction. Which is, first of all, everybody gets 10 luck for completing Austria
Yay.
and Turkey.
It's something.
You get 1d10 luck for defeating the Servitor of the Outer Gods. Roll that yourself. My bad. I don't really don't do this.
Thanks.
You get 1d10 sanity back.
Boom.
Nice. And for recovering the head and bringing Klaus to justice, 1d6 sanity.
Well, I only need 1.
It's gonna be a while before I get all my luck back.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, everybody, let's just make your luck improvement rolls.
Yeah. I need to roll, actually. I didn't quite get all my luck back this session, but almost.
What?
What? That is radically unfair.
I
Yeah,
am
well-
cheated.
I do not feel bad for you.
What?
Because when I did my 1d10 plus 10 improvement roll, I rolled a 1. So I have no sympathy for anyone.
1d10 plus 5, Mr. Dimir.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. The world is cruel. I will be frank. I was a little bit like unprepared for the Servitor of the Outer Gods to show up, but you know what? I think that was a very exciting moment.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Like slow burn mystery gave way to, oh dear God, people are going to die.
well.
This is that. I do think it was fun though. Like I think that was absolutely like that made me go, oh shit.
Yeah, like the whole thought process was just, a praise. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh no. All right. So
The only good way of playing Call of Cthulhu is to never look at anything Mythos related.
but then you don't get anything. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was
the
fancy
only
food.
thing you get when you look at Mythos related shit is pain.
there is a brief comment I have though where like there are ways for me to give you like a sanity loss for letting things happen when you could have stopped them, but that's a discussion for another day. I don't like doing that rule though because I think it's dumb. Dumb. All right. So we left off at the auction at you just won lot 5, which was the stuff of the Nandi tribe, which you wanted to return to them actually, as maybe as
Yeah.
a way to get good with them.
I think Charlie was leading with a bid of 50.
Yeah, and then you won.
Okay.
So the auction is going to pick up on the next Monday on March the 9th. And we will continue from there with the magus, the sword, the skull, and everything else. So we're going to start with the magus. Everybody will be on the docket for bidding, and once again, I will ask if you actually do have any interest in the items. I will tell you if Sasha or the Baron bids. Are there any other people you would be interested in knowing if they bid or not? Oh, and of course, Klaus and the Russian are no longer there. They have both been turned over to the authorities.
Oh, good.
No one that strikes my mind. Turban Man, maybe.
The fortune teller?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
he was obviously like correct.
He is
So
freaky.
like, he clearly has some sort of foretelling abilities.
All right. We begin with the Magus. What is it? The book author is Francis Barrett. It is a first edition of 1801. Publishers of the Magus is one of the primary sources for the study of ceremonial magic. Starting bid of £50. Do I hear 50? De Borsavin actually will bid on this item. So will the Baron.
Charlie isn't interested, but I suspect both Toprak and Clara would be.
Yeah, could you repeat the book?
It is a book on ceremonial magic.
Oh lord. I'm afraid they're gonna bid the price quite high just with the two of them, but sure.
The bid has already hit like £100 or so.
And I already did spend some money.
Yeah.
But I mean,
remember,
we're at an auction, so like, this is the place to spend money.
But the foundation.
Plus, I must remind you that what is it? The Book of Law is something Marion wants from you.
Yeah, but this isn't Book of Law.
But that's not the Book of Law, so just remembering your future money.
However, high credit rating does Toprak have?
Let's credit rating. It's at 30.
I should have increased that like earlier. I should have been futzing with that.
Yeah, that's very low.
Give yourself a 60.
Oh, nice. Credit rating is still a weird thing because I got no clue.
It's an arbitrary measurement of your wealth.
Yeah.
It is.
It's so arbitrary.
All right. So, are you gonna bid? Either of you?
I'll throw
Clara just
Echo just returned, so maybe tell her as well so she's aware.
You want to bid on the
What's
Book
below?
of Ritual Magic? Lot number 6.
Yes, I do, please.
All right, 110 pounds, Baron. 120, De Posada. 130. Bar, do you want to go for 140?
150. They're going so fast.
150. Patrick whispers over to the Baron. I don't think we can do this. Yeah, we can't, Patrick. Pass. And then, but meanwhile, De Cortesava. 160. 160.
160. Fuck.
165.
165.
170.
175.
He breaks. Sold. Boom. Okay, next up we got a sword, German, circa 1350, first belonging to the alchemist and sorcerer Paracelsus. Not many seem to be interested in this, though this one man, Darnell Coulson, makes a very high opening bid on it, immediately going, 300 pounds.
Whoa.
Its starting bid was 250.
320.
330.
Yeah, Charlie's not bidding anymore.
Aw.
Somebody
He
gets
doesn't even want to, he just wanted to get it up.
So Charlie.
a Czech man speaks up and goes, 400. Darnold just goes, 500, and that's my final bid. I can't do the accent. 800. 500 sold. Let's see. On to lot number 8. A human skull. It's without a jaw. It's painted with a thin coat of dark red ink and coated with transparent lacquer, reportedly used during black masses of satanic rituals. Starting bid 100 pounds. The Baron pipes up and goes, 110. Fun 10. Lady Margaret, 120. Any bids?
130.
140.
175.
200.
220.
Lady Margaret, 300.
Well, Charlie is not made of money, so if someone else wants to bid at this point, it's up to them. But I do seem to recall this is one of the items we want.
The red skull?
Yeah. Wasn't that something someone said to us? I don't recall the clues we've been given.
No, it was mostly emphasizing the what was it? It was really emphasizing the Ankh. And you already got a hold of that.
Yeah, well, then Charlie's just fucking with them.
Yep. The Baron buys it for 400, but he looks hurt in the pocketbook. Let's see. Lot 9 is skipped. The brass head is going to be like stored and kept very close eye on. And that'll be for another day. Toprak, I don't even think you want the brass head. Don't even protest for it.
Oh.
After what happened. Okay. Lot 10. The I Ching sticks. China, 2nd Ming Dynasty. Carved ivory, 15 sticks used to cast I Ching. Each is 15.5 centimeters long and 4 millimeters square. We start the bid at 40 pounds.
40.
All right. Let's see who else is interested in this one. There's a few grumbles. Almost the entire room kind of like increments it slowly with a couple of pounds, but like it eventually levels off at 50. The room's not too interested in it.
Well, if they're only gonna do small increments, Charlie's also gonna do a small increment and go 52.
52. Sasha speaks up and goes, 56.
Well, let's go around 60 then.
Have it.
Thank you.
Oh, now you have a set of I Ching sticks.
I love it.
Nice.
I'm getting all the low bits.
Hoarder.
Okay, the big one, the Book of the Law.
Oh, Lord.
Book
Here you
author
go.
Aleister Crowley, published in 1904, Liber Alvel Legius, contains 3 chapters, each of which was written down in 1 hour, beginning at noon on April 8th, 9th, and 10th. Crowley claims that the author was an entity named Iowas, whom he later referred to as his personal holy guardian angel or higher self, handwritten notes and commentary. We will start the bidding at £10.
No. All right, 15.
15. The Baron pipes up and goes, 20.
25.
Lady
I thought
Margaret,
it was hurt
50.
in the pocket.
Lady Margaret, 50.
60.
65.
70.
Going once. Going twice. Sold. The Book of the Law is yours.
All right, it wasn't too bad.
Next up, Prodigies in the New England Canon, a pamphlet, single-page colonial United States circa the 18th century. Author revered Ward Phillips. Starting bid, £25. Out of the gate, no one is particularly interested in this one. Like, no one at all is interested until eventually Darnell Colson pipes up and goes, 25.
30.
40.
43.
50.
55.
60.
66 and 5 pence.
70.
74.
80.
You can have it.
Sold. Multiple. Let's see. We got multiple lots here. 4 medallions. 2 gold, 1 copper, 1 tin. The first 3 come attached to strings in the style of a necklace. They are from France, circa the 1600s. Strings of modern designs, protective signs to be worn by a sorcerer during various magical ceremonies. We will start the bid at £45. Do I hear 45?
Yes.
Ooh, 45. Let's see. The Baron pipes up. 50.
The damn Baron always. 55.
60.
65.
Sasha, 70. Mikhail.
65.
Mikhail, 80.
Ah!
80. Baron, 90.
99.
100.
101? And Shawnee just sort of looks at the guy who raised the bid by 1 with a sort of fuck you gaze.
102.
103.
The Baron just breaks this up. 110. And Baron's going at 110. Going once. Going twice.
115.
115. Baron goes. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Nash, you are hurting my Dutch culture.
How so?
We are incredibly cheap.
Yes, I'm aware of this fact.
Oh.
The Dictionary Infernal. Book author Colin de Planey, France, published in 1825 by Plon. The cover page reads, translated from French, the Infernal Dictionary, or a universal library on the beings, characters, books, deeds, and causes which pertain to the manifestations and magic of trafficking with hell. Divinations, occult sciences, grimoires, marvels, errors, prejudice, traditions, folktales, and various superstitions, and generally all manner of marvelous, surprising mysteries and supernatural beliefs. A small bidding war already breaks out between Lady Margaret and Leslie Kezinerin.
Shit.
The price goes from the initial £18 all the way to 150.
Blimey.
Does anyone want in?
160?
160. Now you're in on this. I'm
Yep.
gonna have to roll for these because these two really want it.
Whew. So do I. I'm hungry for knowledge. It's my whole thing.
Yeah, one of them gives out, but the check guy keeps going. 160.
I already said 160.
Sorry, 170.
180.
190.
200.
250.
300.
He's hitting his limit. 350.
360.
He gives. He caves. Okay, we're at the last two lots. A shaman medicine bag, Eskimo, circa 1900. Light brown leather, locked and sealed. Several smaller unknown items inside. Minimum bid, £5.
6.
Yep. Let's see here.
It's a loot box.
Yep. It's a loot box. It could be anything. Let's see here.
Oh boy, I hope I get a legendary.
Sir Martin goes. 10.
30.
40.
50.
60.
70.
80.
100.
110.
130.
140.
160.
$200.
You let him have it.
Thank you.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to bully him to go higher, but I'm pleased that I did.
Finally, a golden ring, Turkey, circa 19th century. A design of intertwined serpents surrounding a magical symbol, evidently meant to be the seal of Solomon. The eyes of the two snakes consist of small rubies. Minimum bid, £35. out of the gate, Sasha says 100,
200.
300,
4.
500.
How much money did we earn on the expedition we went on?
You got a
The
500
Peru one.
pound discount and was basically allowed to.
No, not that. Not that. The Peru one.
I never gave you a specific number, but it was like, I'd say it was like 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds. It was 2,000 pounds worth of gold.
Oh, that's good. Just so I have some frame of reference.
Mhm.
800.
900,
1,000.
1,001,
1,035.
1,500 pounds.
1,075.
2,000. The Baron is like looking at this and going, "Oh, mein Lieber." Jesus, lady, take it easy.
Oh, Lord.
2,500.
$3,000. I would like somebody to roll luck.
It ain't gonna be me.
Anybody or just people who are
Just
bidding?
whoever wants to.
I succeed handedly.
You notice that her tongue kind of makes a weird trill at 300. At 3,000. 1,000.
Well, I mean, I want to continue bidding, but I cannot argue for Charlie having enough money to do it.
Yeah. 3,000 sold to the woman. She
I think that was probably by far the most valuable item as well.
yeah. She puts the ring she obtains the ring from Ava and she puts it on her finger. And she goes, "Ah, yes. Thank you. The ring of my people." And she exits the auction, just like flashing how she's just able to dispose of 3,000 pounds like that.
Too bad we don't have Princess Anastasia anymore.
I know. You'll never be able to know what was up with that ring and why she really wanted it.
I can guess.
You can totally guess. But with that, the auction is over. I hope you were recording all the items that you kept, because I didn't. I was too busy conducting the auction.
So many books.
All that's really left to say is, Toprak, how do you meet up with Marion to give her the book?
To be honest, my first instinct was I go to sleep with the book in my hands and hope she comes to my dreams.
How does that logic sound to you, Nagel?
Yeah, I reckon it would work.
Set the stage. I leave it to you.
Let me just have a little sip of water before. 1 second.
Yep. You'll take the reins from me and GM this for the next bit. I'm still kind of recovering from the fact that I almost killed Toprak, and again, Zach was almost the first one to die again.
Again, always in your campaigns.
Always in my campaigns. It's like it's an unfortunate curse that Zach dies first.
Maybe power hungry does have its consequences.
Yes, especially when you steal a giant flute from a creature whose whole purpose is to play it.
Sure.
So what I'm hearing is Zach is the Sean Bean of the Doom Train.
Yes.
Checks out.
Wow.
So,
I'm back, by the way.
All right.
Floor is yours.
So Toprak would find himself waking up, sitting down inside a train car. It's been probably fell asleep on top of the table. Of course, he knew he fell asleep in the bed, but this is how things appear to him. And the whole train is simply made out of parchment with all kinds of archaic and whimsical writing written upon it. Some of it in English, but little of it seeming to make any sense. And across from him, dressed in a suit, sits Mary.
Logan, I hope it wasn't too long for you. I got no idea how time works for you.
Somewhere between a moment and an eternity, it ceases to matter nor make much sense after all.
Oh well. I got the book you wanted. I didn't take a look yet, but here it is. I hope it's
thank
carried
you.
over.
It is mostly of sentimental value, but I'm sure that all their master knew something useful. And she takes it and flips through it. Then she simply rips all the pages out and sort of tosses them into the air, and they all seem to sort of drift onto the train walls where they attach themselves.
I am kind of shocked. Well, that is a very neat library system.
Oh, I find it immensely useful, especially with the metaphysical connections, but you're still living in a world where knowing such things would probably be detrimental to your well-being.
Well, I know enough detrimental things. So that
I'm
isn't what
sure
almost killed me.
Oh well, I hope you haven't been reading the black marked pages.
No.
That's good,
So-
that's good.
Does this train ever go anywhere? Or is it just you in it?
Oh, it goes all over the place. Yeah. I met a woman here just a short time back that reminded me slightly of Laszlo. I think she was actually sharing in his particular profession.
Oh. Oh,
Indeed.
Laszlo.
Well, from what I know, she actually survived losing her mind, so that's quite something.
What some
In
people
either
do for curiosity. Well,
Oh,
I can
exactly.
hardly judge them.
I suppose I am slightly blamed for that as well. But what I wish to tell you, you still have my diary, don't you?
Yes, I hope you don't mind.
No, of course it was gifted to you. Page 266 is going to be useful for you. I recommend you do not look it up until you feel that you have to.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, what a nice little cameo we had there. It's good to see Marion's doing all right, especially after how she saved my ass in the previous dimension. Ah, you swore, lad! Of course I did. Look, it's just good to see things going on track. Keep walking into the puns, lad. Yeah, keep walking into them. Oh, whatever. Well, ladies, folks, and gentlemen, we come to the end of another episode. Tune in next time to episode 16 of Masks of Nyarlathotep as the gang travels to Berlin and discovers its mysterious creature. Alright, broadcast is over. I think we can now review content we have discovered. Ah, yes, lad. Let's see what the calculations have said. Oh, they're going there. Think Vaz has a plan for this, or... I think he does. I think he knows what he's doing. You know, there's a chance, then, that if it goes horribly wrong, it gets moved to a new place. I'm aware. You sure you got this? He is counting on you, lad. We've got this. All we have to do now is just stay the course. Stay the course.